Hola familia, gracias por regresar a mi canal. Buenas noches, buenos días, buenas tardes. Un abrazo a toda la raza de todo el mundo. Aquí tienen su amigo, el discípulo del éxito. Voy a hacer este video en inglés por si alguien tiene una duda de mí en inglés y quiere saber un poquito de quién soy. Gracias y adelante. Hey family, thank you so much for visiting my channel. My first name is actually Jose. Thank you for being part of my community. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Why am I doing my channel? What is my channel in reference to? Well, I love the stock market. I love the stock market. I love the stock market. I just have a passion. I definitely have a passion for it. The hardest thing about having a passion is trying to be routed in the right direction of what it is that you need. So thank you Trey Trades, thank you Andrew Money, thank you Max Mayer, thank you Meet Kevin, thank you Dave Lee, thank you Emmett, thank you Stealth Wealth, thank you Informed Trades. There are a lot of people. Thank you Stockmo, yeah, Tesla Cat. So there are a lot of people out there on the internet that just recently started making their YouTube channel, probably for the same reason I'm making mine, although I'm not in the studio, so please forgive me for where I'm at, okay, because I'm working. I'm just like an average person working, trying to relay the message in Spanish so that the average retail investor that maybe doesn't speak fluent English doesn't get misled into a wrong idea or the wrong stock. So I'm kind of a fail-safe, you can say. So I'm 46 years old. My first name's Jose, born and raised in Southern Cali. And I love money. I love making money. I love working. I love being successful. I want to be successful. And I think that there's a good way for everyone to be successful now. Why? Because there's so much technology. I mean, we have cell phones that have basically what a computer has. You have real-time stock updates. You have news all the time, which is good DD, which means people are doing their research. You have now the Reddit community, which is something really big. It's a big movement. I've never seen anything like this. Nowhere near this. And if any kind of information like what we have now existed, it was only for the big higher ups in the world, the hedge funds. So thank you very much. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank everyone that's putting their hard work and effort into making these videos. I've learned a lot. Rainer Tell, Mr. TEO, Rainer Tell. Everyone, please subscribe to his channel. Watch his info. This guy is a menace. He's got skills, mad skills. And a brief little journey going back. When I was little, I was in like an elementary. I used to for whatever reason, like to turn our black and white TV to channel 22. Given the top knob, because it had two knobs, we didn't have a knob. We had pliers. We didn't have cable TV. The antenna was a coat hanger. But I used to just like to watch this channel 22 because it had the stock market. I really wanted to know what the stock market was. Like, what are these numbers? Who are these people in suits and what are they talking about? And I was just stare at it and want to know what that was. Maybe it was a calling. Maybe it was my inner spirit. I'm not sure what it was, but I used to love to do that. And mom and dad, I mean, they were working. They hustled big time. And I saw them hustle, so that kind of grew on me to be a hustler. You got to be a hustler in life. So that's how I started. That's basically from a young age. Again, no one told me this is the Wall Street Journal, this is the stock market, these are stocks. All I saw were codes, numbers, and they had two sets of numbers, and they were on the TV, and they were just going left and right, just moving and moving and moving. And that was just curious to me. I just wanted to know what that was. So as I got older, and once I graduated from high school, I did go to college, and then I did pick up a trade, and I became an X-ray tech, and I started working at a doctor's office. The first doctor I worked for, he wasn't too much into what it was day trading or active trading. He was into mutual funds, and I did ask him, do you know what a stock is? Can you tell me? And he wrote down on a piece of paper T. Rowe Price. He said, just let them do it, give them your money, and don't worry about it. Go about your life, and, mind your own business, and just call them up and give them your money, and you'll be fine. So, being who I am, I was curious, and I did. I appreciated the info he gave me, and I called them up, and they sent me over. They mailed me this really beautiful brochure and broke it down into different categories of different kind of investments that they had. So I graduated from that doctor and moved up to another doctor who I started working for, which was a lot younger and a lot more motivated to as more of up-paced business, because he was just planning on doing a lot more. And when I started working for this doctor, which he was real nice, Dr. Jameson, Gary J. Jameson, DPM, if you're out there, saludo. And so I started working with him while he was also getting involved in the stock market. So he would buy books, many books, and back in the day, we barely had internet. We had dial-up internet, but he would read books and go through the books quick, like in a week, and then give me the book and say, here. And he would highlight what the major points were. So I was happy. He gave me many books, and I read them. I learned, what it meant to buy a stock, what a stock was. He didn't verbally sit me down and say, this is the deal and this is what it is. He basically passed on the information. I took it, I ran with it, I studied it, and I started watching his moves. And back in that day, what he would do, he would call Kennedy Cabot, which was the stockbroker that was in Beverly Hills, and do his trades. And I want to buy 1,000 shares of Microsoft, and I want to buy 1,000 shares of Yahoo, and Cisco Systems, and Intel, and Checkpoint Software, and IBM, and Apple. So I would listen, and in a bull market, which was a bull market in the late 90s, everyone wins. I mean, the major investors even say in a bull market, everybody thinks they know what they're doing, and basically that's what it came down to in those days. And so I drove out to Kennedy Cabot, and I got my little account. I opened up my account. Never even been to Beverly Hills, didn't even know. I was afraid to go there, like, oh my God, I'm gonna go to Beverly Hills. I mean, I didn't even know what Beverly Hills was. But I drove out there at like 5:30 in the morning. Kennedy Cabot opened up at 6. There were people outside of the door waiting to walk inside to use their computers because they had real-time quotes. So to make a long story short, I opened up my account. They gave me a little card, membership card. I had my account number on there, and I went back to the office excited, like, wow, I got an account, and now I can buy stocks. And so I started buying stocks. The doctor was generous enough to pay me well, where I could actually afford to put money aside to buy stocks, and I did. And once I found out what margin was, and I started buying stocks on margin, and I started buying stocks on margin when everything was going up. I mean, there were no losers, and I did make money. The problem about the stock market is knowing when to get out of the stock market and knowing when to sell your stock, and understanding when you reach your limit and you just take a breather. So I did work and I did learn, and this was a 4-year span of what the stock market was. Like I said, we did dial-up internet. We had 15-minute delay quotes. You couldn't log on to what we have now, which is Webull, or the other one that I don't even want to mention, that basically steals from the poor to give to the rich, or TD Ameritrade, or E-Trade, or Fidelity. We didn't have anything like that. And if you did have a stockbroker, you were not able to even log on to their website, because they didn't even have a website, not yet at least. So it would be all over the phone. You know, I want to buy 5 shares of Yahoo, or I want to buy 10 shares of Yahoo. Sure, sir, Mr. So-and-so, please hold, we'll give you your order confirmation, and you bought so-and-so at this price. And it would be through the phone. And sometimes you would be lucky enough to get your order right away, or sometimes they would just have to put you on hold while it was filled, and then they would let you know, or call you back and tell you at what price your order was filled. So the modern day investor, I mean, you guys are lucky. Although I think everyone is lucky, we're really not lucky because of what's going on. I mean, Blackpool, front runners, hedge funds, and you got Citadels, and you got the Melvins, and you got the shorts, and you got order for payments, and there's so much corruption going on. I'm so disappointed. It's sad. It's sad. It's so sad for the average investor, which they call the stupid money. You don't even give us a chance to try to make money while you're already trying to destroy the regular retail investor that may have a dream. So that's the reason I started my channel, was basically just to tell maybe people that don't speak English fluently enough, that have their cell phone, take it easy, take it slow, don't believe everything you hear, and give some really good DD on what's actually happening, because I'm around a lot of hardworking individuals, and I see them, they're tired, their eyes look tired, they look frustrated, they're working 12 hours a day, 10 hours a day, and a lot of the people that I see are just making it. Go to your local laundromat. I mean, if people run out of Downy, they're actually putting water in the Downy just to make it last. People they're having a tough time right now. A tough time. And with everything that's going on with COVID, people not working, and these shysters out there running these scams to steal people's money, I just don't think that's right. So anyhow, that's why I started my channel. That's how I got into the stock market. And thank you to everyone that's out there doing their work. Belmont Capital and Clay Trader. There are a lot of people out there that I've subscribed to, and I just want to say thank you. Daniel Di Martino Booth. You have Value Entertainment. There are a lot of good people out there that I really respect, and that are putting out there a lot of really good information that matters, and that's good. Throughout all of the bad that's out in the world, there are good people out there, I appreciate that, and I want to thank everyone, and God bless. Keep making that money. Keep hodling, and I'll see you on the flip side. Adios.